Hi friends, we just gone through the whole poem line by line. Now there are certain elements which we have to learn. Here in this session, we are going to see the symbol analysis, especially in this poem. Nature symbol is over there. In the next, we would see that it's a love poem, how it explains beloved's love, and the final farewell. So, as far as this symbol is concerned, nature is very much over there in this poem if you observe very closely. Which are the natural elements you would see? Roses, seas, rocks, sun. So, the speaker uses nature in various ways. For what? To describe the depth and power of his love. This poem comes from the rural Scotland, the land of these Scotland areas. It is the wonder this guy would use the nature and to write about his love. In the line number 1 and 2, the speaker compares his love to a red rose, and because he uses the word like, so here is this is a simile. In the line number 7 and 8, the speaker says he will love his bonny lass until the seas gang dry up. The evaporation of the seas appears to be a metaphor for the end of the world or for something that can't ever really happen. So, really, he is just avowing his undying, eternal, everlasting love for his special friend. In the lines 9 and 10, the speaker mentions the seas going dry again and adds that he will also love his the fair or beautiful beloved until the rocks melt the sun. Melting rocks are also a metaphor for the end of the world or for something that isn't likely to happen. Now, let us turn to the next point. This poem is very much famous as a love poem. It's a love poem, friends. In fact, a red rose just so happened to be one of the most famous love poems all the time too. Nearly every line in the poem says something about love. So it makes sense that this puppy has been slapped on more than its fair share of greeting cards. In the line number 1 and 2, the most famous love simile ever, or it's at least in the top 5, right? The speaker's comparison of his love to a red rose has gone down in history as pure romance. In the lines 3 and 4, the speaker says his love is like a melody that's played in tune. Since he uses the word like, this comparison is again used simile. In line number 5 and 6, the speaker says he is a deep in love as his bonny lass is fair, since the word as occurs in this comparison. This is also a simile. In the line number 7 and 8, the speaker says he will love his bonny lass until the seas gang dry up. The evaporation of the seas. This is again a metaphor for the end of the world. You know, something that can never happen. In the lines 11 and 12, the speaker will be all about his lady, love, at least while the sands of life shall run. Sands of life is again a metaphor. One's time on earth is compared to something like an hourglass that has sand in it to measure time. In the lines 13 and 16, 13 to 16, the speaker says farewell and tells his love that he will return for her, even if he has to walk 10,000 miles. And in the final point, farewell. The entire last stanza of the poem is a big farewell. The speaker is going somewhere and it is not clear where. Here is, we don't know where he goes. He comes, it seems like he won't be back for a while. He says farewell twice, then says he will come again, even if he has to walk 10,000 miles. The concluding farewell makes the poem just a little bit sad. After all, when people are in love, it's never fun when one of them has to leave, one of them has to go for a while. But we are holding out hope. And where is that hope? That the hope is over there, even though though you go 10,000 mile, I will be there. So the speaker says in the line number 13, fare thee will, or to his bony lass, wet, where you going, dude? In the line 14, the speaker says, fare thee will again, talked about the long goodbye. And in the line number 15 and 16, the speaker says, he will come again, even if he has to walk 10,000 miles. Never mind the state of him when he gets there. So, friends, I hope you do understood the poem. Go through the textual exercises, solve it in your notebook, and submit to your teacher. Thank you.